The super full moon on December 5th will bring incredible wealth only to these zodiac signs. The super full moon on December 5th is a moment when the energy of the universe becomes explosive. On this night, a powerful flow of material abundance will open up, affecting not everyone, but only the chosen ones. Those whose zodiac signs are able to accept the energy of the moon's gold, transforming it into real opportunities, profits, and rapid growth. This moon is not just an astronomical event. It is a door that opens into a new financial reality, where fate has shocking changes in store for several signs. Money that previously slipped through your fingers will now come to you. Opportunities that seemed closed will suddenly open up. The universe seems to be testing your readiness for wealth, and only those who can maintain their inner strength will receive everything. Don't miss your chance to find out if your zodiac sign is among those whom the moon will bless with incredible wealth on December 5th. Subscribe so you don't miss the big reveal, because the next few minutes could change your life forever. The first sign is Gemini. The energy boost of the super full moon on December 5th acts as a clear financial trigger for Gemini. Financial opportunities that were previously blocked by bureaucracy, people's delays, or their own doubts are activated. The cash flow is formed not through random luck, but through specific decisions, signed contracts, lucrative offers, repayment of old debts, and the launch of long-delayed projects. Gemini get a chance to dramatically increase their income thanks to information. Important news, a phone call, a letter, or a meeting become a point of growth. Financial benefits come through communications, online projects, mediation, advertising, training, sales, and intellectual products. The number of orders is growing, customers are becoming more active, and the trust of partners is strengthening. Financial inflows come in waves. First, several stable payments, then one sharp, large profit. For some Gemini, this will be a large fee or bonus. For others, the return of a significant amount that they no longer expected to receive. There is also an opportunity for a profitable investment with minimal risk and quick payback. Money comes not through gambling, but through the ability to analyze quickly and act without delay. During this period, it is extremely important to read the terms of contracts carefully and not to postpone signing profitable deals. Material growth is accompanied by a change in status. Gemini may see a sharp increase in income compared to previous months, feel freedom in their spending choices, pay off debts, or make a long-planned large purchase, real estate, transportation, or business equipment. Financial stability begins to take shape as a system rather than a one-time payment. Confidence in one's own financial capabilities grows, and a sense of control over resources emerges. Any cross-sector projects are particularly effective when knowledge is combined with practice. Training, consulting, blogging, digital products, and international agreements bring in significantly more profit than before. Gemini find themselves in a situation where they need to scale up quickly, increase volumes, expand the team, and enter new markets. Success depends on the speed of reaction. Those who do not hesitate will reap the maximum results. Money matters also affect the family. Funds may come in through joint assets, inheritance issues, family businesses, or property sales. Some Gemini have the chance to receive financial assistance or beneficial support from an influential person. Expenses during this period are not directed at trifles, but at strategic things that shape long-term well-being. The fear of large sums disappears, and a clear understanding of how to manage them emerges. Financial thinking changes. Gemini begin to count not just money, but the effectiveness of each step. Unnecessary expenses are cut, discipline increases, and reserves are formed. The wealth of this period does not look like a random find. It looks like the logical result of a properly assembled income system. Gemini reach a level where money ceases to be a problem and becomes a tool for large-scale goals. The second sign is Leo. A sharp financial boost for Leo is formed as a result of long efforts that previously did not yield tangible results. The super full moon on December 5th opens a money channel through the sphere of leadership, management, personal branding, and great responsibility. Leo gains access to resources that were previously out of reach. A promotion, an offer to head a new direction, a sharp expansion of business, or entry into a project with large cash flow. Money comes not by chance, but through status, influence, and the ability to make key decisions. The theme of large sums, official income, bonuses, and long contracts is activated. The financial event of this period has a clear date of implementation and a specific source. For some Leos, this will be the signing of an agreement with a large company. For others, the launch of their own project at a new financial level, and for some, the return of previously invested funds with a significant increase. Income ceases to be unstable and enters a phase of predictable monthly receipts. Control over finances is strengthened, and it becomes possible to plan not for weeks, but for years ahead. Authority plays a special role. The more confidently a Leo expresses their position, the more money they attract. Agreements concluded during this period have a long-term effect and form the basis of material stability for several subsequent cycles. Financial growth is associated with the ability to negotiate toughly but correctly, without underestimating one's own value. Any attempts to work for the idea are abruptly stopped. Leo enters a mode of precise calculation and mathematical benefit. Expenses during this period are aimed at strengthening positions, investments in real estate, equipment, professional tools, and education to increase income. Financial decisions are made quickly, without long hesitation, but with cold analysis. Some Leos gain access to credit limits or partner investments on very favorable terms, which allows them to dramatically accelerate their development. The opportunity arises to buy things that previously seemed too expensive or unattainable. Cash flows during this period bring not only profit, but also a change in social status. Leos feel that they are no longer dependent on random earnings or the whims of the market. Their income becomes the result of managing processes rather than participating in them at a minor level. Financial independence increases dramatically, and the need to prove one's worth through spending disappears. Money begins to function as a tool of influence rather than a means of self-affirmation. For some Leos, the topic of international money opens up. Foreign contracts, payments from abroad, cooperation with large structures. The scale of thinking changes. Instead of small profits, there are turnovers that require a different level of responsibility. Financial decisions become strategic, with each step having consequences for several months ahead. The feeling of instability disappears, replaced by an inner confidence in tomorrow and a sense of control over the material space. The third sign is Sagittarius. A powerful financial shift for Sagittarius begins as a sharp expansion of the monetary horizon. Sources of income go beyond the usual framework, and opportunities appear where there was previously no financial activity. The super full moon on December 5th opens up a channel of big money for Sagittarius through large-scale projects, distant connections, new markets, legal agreements, and decisions that change the financial situation on several levels at once. Money comes through risk, but not chaotic risk, rather calculated and strategic risk. Sagittarius is entering a period when the right choice of direction will determine their income level for a long time to come. Financial luck comes unexpectedly. but in a clearly material form. Large subscriptions, favorable interest rates, one-time large inflows, access to resources that were previously closed. For some Sagittarians, this means a sharp expansion of their business beyond their usual audience, while for others, it means a profitable collaboration with a new partner who immediately works on a large scale. The appearance of money is not associated with small savings. On the contrary, the broader the Sagittarius thinks, the larger the amounts that begin to enter their financial space. The topic of legal decisions becomes more active. The registration of permits, contracts, and licenses that open up new financial corridors. What has long been held back by paperwork suddenly moves forward and generates profit. Cash inflows can be linked to foreign clients, international markets, online platforms, educational products, or consulting activities. Sagittarius will have the opportunity to monetize their experience, knowledge, and authority on a much larger scale than before. The financial flow during this period will be wave-like. After the first large inflow, there will be a series of stable payments that will create a sense of confidence. Sagittarius will begin to think in terms of turnover rather than one-time earnings. The fear of large sums disappears, and a willingness to manage serious financial flows appears. Part of the income is directed towards scaling, advertising, team expansion, technical resources, new platforms. Reputation becomes particularly important. Any public activity of Sagittarius directly affects income. The more actively they promote themselves, the more financial offers they receive. A domino effect kicks in. One successful contract leads to others. There is an opportunity to quickly increase income several times over without gradual, long-term accumulation. Money tends to come in large bundles rather than small tranches. Expenses during this period are directed toward development and freedom. Sagittarius can afford significant purchases related to transportation, technology, real estate, or investments. An inner feeling develops that finances no longer restrict choice, but, on the contrary, expand it. There is an opportunity to break free from fixed frameworks, change the format of work, and move to a different level of income without losing stability. Sagittarius's financial thinking becomes more strategic. They stop acting impulsively and begin to see financial paths several steps ahead. The ability to allocate resources correctly without wasting income on chaotic expenses increases. Some of the funds are set aside as reserves, while others are put into circulation. There is a feeling that money is no longer slipping away, but is following the chosen course. Sagittarius material level enters a phase of abundance, freedom, and financial autonomy. Fourth sign of Pisces. A financial breakthrough for Pisces during the super full moon on December 5th takes the form of a sharp change in the entire monetary configuration of life, when a long period of instability or quiet anticipation is replaced by a clear and powerful flow of real income. Money comes through areas that were previously invested in without any guarantee of quick results. Creative projects, intuitive decisions, informal agreements, working directly with clients, and individual services. Pisces are entering a phase where income is no longer random and begins to take shape as a stable and manageable process. Financial inflows during this period are mixed. Some of the money comes in the form of regular payments, some in the form of large one-time sums. For some Pisces, this means a sharp increase in salary. For others, a large order or several large clients with high checks. The topic of payments for long-standing obligations also becomes relevant. Funds that have been frozen, deferred, or formally lost for a long time are returned. Financial relief is felt almost immediately. but the real effect unfolds gradually as the inflows become systematic. Pisces gain access to resources through trust. It is long-term clients, old acquaintances, and recommendations that bring the most profit. The value of Pisces' time is increasing. Payment for the same work is becoming higher than before. Cash flow is no longer tied to physical exhaustion. Profits are generated through the right choice of directions, the rejection of low-income efforts, and a focus on what really pays off. There is a clear sense that every hour invested begins to work towards a financial result. The topic of major financial decisions is activated. Pisces can change the format of their work, switch to other terms of cooperation, launch a new direction that immediately reaches a high level of income. Areas related to psychology, art, medicine, education, helping people, creative industries, and individual services become particularly profitable. Money comes not through mass production, but through depth and quality. The more accurately Pisces feel the needs of their clients, the higher the level of financial return. During this period, attitudes toward spending change dramatically. Pisces stop spending money on things that do not bring benefits or development. Financial selectivity is formed. Funds are directed only where there is a real return. The opportunity arises to invest in one's own comfort without feeling guilty or afraid of scarcity. Large purchases no longer seem like a risk and begin to be perceived as a logical step towards improving the quality of life. Some Pisces receive financial support through partnerships, joint projects, family resources, or business ventures with a partner. Money comes as a result of combined efforts, not a solo struggle. The ability to negotiate favorable terms increases, and the habit of agreeing to minimum pay disappears. Financial self-esteem moves to another level, and this is immediately reflected in income figures. The financial situation of Pisces at this time becomes more secure. A margin of safety appears, the ability to plan not only current expenses but also future big goals. Some of the funds begin to work to create passive income or long-term savings. The internal tension associated with money gradually disappears, replaced by a feeling of confidence in the future. Pisces enter a period when material stability ceases to be a dream and becomes a clearly defined reality.